Hi, hey, I'm Morgan, and today I'm here to bring you my January wrap-up. So, January was a pretty good month for me in terms of my reading. I read 6 books in the month of January, and I partook in my first readathon this month, which I was so excited to be a part of. If you want to see any of my videos about the biennial bibliothon, I'll leave links somewhere. So the first book I read this month was Illuminae by Amie Kaufman and Kristof. I read Illuminae as part of the Winter Biennial Bibliothon this month. This is a science fiction story taking place in the year 2575 about this corporation that attacks these ships, and there's a lot that goes into it. This is a really high-paced story, and it is told as a dossier in a multimedia format, so there's emails and instant messages, as well as security footage transcripts, and the formatting definitely worked for this particular novel. I absolutely love this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I plan on doing a review for it in the near future. And the next book I read this month was also one that I read during the Winter Biennial Bibliothon, and that is Gemina by Amie Kaufman and Kristof, which is the sequel to Illuminae. I like this novel, but I wasn't as immersed into it as I was with Illuminae, just because there were different characters in this one, and it just, certain plot lines weren't my favorite. I gave this 3.5 stars. I liked it, I didn't love it, and I didn't hate it, so yeah. I am excited for the third book in this trilogy, though. I think it's gonna be fantastic. The next book I read this month was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, illustrated by Jim Kay, and based on a story by Siobhan Dowd. And this book was absolutely beautiful. I read it in maybe 2 sittings and was just like crying my eyes out the entire way through it. It features this boy Connor who is going through a really difficult time, and a monster comes to him each night and tells him stories, and I think that's all you should know going into this book. I don't want to give too much away. It is absolutely just beautiful. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read this month was to continue my Harry Potter reread, and it was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. I mean, do I need to even talk about Harry Potter at this point? You know I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. You know I bawled my eyes out, because that's who I am as a person. The next book I read this month is also one that I put a review on my channel up for, and that is History Is All You Left Me by Silvera. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I will link my Goodreads review as well as my video review to this in the description. This is about a boy named Griffin who is getting over the loss of the love of his life and ex-boyfriend Theo, and it is beautiful. It's so good. I highly, highly recommend you check out this book. Watch my review if you haven't, and, you know, let's have some awesome discussions about this book. It was fantastic. I can't wait for Silvera to release more books, especially They Both Die at the End, which comes out in September. And the last book I read this month was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling, and you know I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Don't act like you're not surprised by who I am. I loved every second of this. Like I said, the last 3 books in this series I haven't read in a very long time compared to the rest of the series, so getting to read this for the first time in so many years was so incredible, and it was so much more hard-hitting now that I've like reread the series, and I just, oh my goodness. I will never get over how much I love Harry Potter. So guys, that was it. That was my wrap-up for the month of January. If you liked this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and to leave some comments about what books you read this month. If you'd like to see more of my content, you can always subscribe. I post videos every so often. Like I said, my name is Morgan. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and happy reading. Okay, bye!